Hi guys, it's me again. Today we are attempting to do a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con housing swap. As you can see, the joystick portion there's a crack, and I have bought a replacement from eBay in transparent blue. First of all, 4 tri-wing screws on the back corner. I'll be speeding things up in the video, so do pause if you are following this tutorial step by step. After that, we'll need to pry on the seams with a flat blade without inserting it too deep to prevent damaging the ribbon cables inside. After which it opens like a book. Remember to be delicate. This part that I'm pointing to is a hinge to the main case. Do take note of this when assembling. Next, we'll be unlatching the ribbon cables that are accessible to us. Most of them flip upwards in this Joy-Con. Using a sharp tweezer should do the job. Next, we move on to the battery using the same tweezer to pry from the bottom. It should release easily. I do not suggest removing the white unit above. My guess it's the vibrating motor or the gyro assembly, because the connector is at an awkward position to lift or pull on. So removing the battery, insert a flat blade under it and lift upwards. It's not firmly glued on. Looking at it now, it seems like 4 screws are holding the middle piece. In fact, 2 shorter screws are screwing on top of the PCB board, and 2 more pieces are on the middle piece. 1 additional piece will be now at the top left hand corner, which I have removed previously. Okay, lifting up the middle piece, there's a ribbon cable underneath it. Releasing the catch will free it completely. After this, we'll remove the other accessible ribbon cables we can see. This module is not firmly adhered, so you just need to peel it off. Then the whole PCB board and vibrating module comes off. Removing the L button, be careful, there's a small spring that attaches to it. Then this joystick and the minus button and the shoulder button is mounted on with some screws. Just remove it and will be about there. Removing the phone pad and buttons, we can move on to the new housing. Don't worry if you mess up the buttons while tearing down. Nintendo is kind to mold them in a way that it only goes in one orientation. Here we have the new housing. Guys, I will not be leaving the product description as where to buy it and how much it will cost, as some stuff might not send to your location. or compatible with your item. Do due diligence when ordering stuffs online, and check compatibility before placing an order. We'll start with the easy back case first, transferring the SLSR button and a charging rail over. One Phillips screw will dismantle it, and a bit of double-sided tape over here. Notice the ribbon cable that is folded. We have to be extra careful with it, as this will almost definitely break. There is 2 plastic pieces to line up the rail. Do take note. Next, replacing the ribbon cable for the minus and L button. As this video is about the left Joy-Con, the right one is more or less similar, but with different configurations of the ribbon cable. Would recommend buying it in a whole set and instead of individual pieces, should you need to do a replacement like me. Assembly will be the reverse way. While attaching the ribbon cable, do take note if it's fully inserted and lining up against the mark on the PCB. For me, I personally like the look of this transparent case, being able to see the internals of the Joy-Con. However, the problem with transparent cases is that they are not as hard or as solid like the original ones. Now we have to remove the ZL button. There's 2 clips underneath it. Using a flat blade to release it, there will be 2 springs coming out with it. Would suggest cupping the Joy-Con with your palm so it falls into your palm instead of flying off the table, as you can see here. So eventually the King Cup ribbon cable broke. 2 out of 2. The right Joy-Con that I've replaced earlier broke too. So guys, please buy the whole set of ribbon cables instead of taking it to chances. So now replacing the SL-SR ribbon cable and moving on with life. The pieces are held by 2 screws, quite straightforward. Okay, the 2 short screws can be secured first onto the PCB to stop it from moving around. Then we can work on the middle piece with the longer screws. For the battery connector, there is a side with a bladed slot. This should be facing down when installing. After which, we are there. Close up the case with the remaining 4 tri-wing screws, and we are done. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, do like it, subscribe for more of such video. Signing off. This is Restore Refurb Works. Enjoy!